Good day from Redvale RV. This is a video for the new owner of the 2008 Amberley GTS. This is a quick user video. I'll try and make it quick of how to use this caravan. I've got all of our tools out of the camper and we'll slowly, systematically go through how to turn this caravan on. If you want to use this caravan for a permanent dwelling, I suggest you plug it straight into the mains. We'll start with the electrical side of things. Your caravan comes with this blue power lead. If you want to plug it into the wall socket, you plug the blue lead into that and then into the wall. That unit needs to be inside as it's not waterproof. We've got a lead plugged in here. This is just one of our test leads. You then open up your battery locker door and we plug our caravan in. When we plug our caravan into mains power, it starts charging the deep cycle battery automatically. Your power points will then work inside the caravan. Your fridge can then run on 230 volts and your room heater and water heater will work on electricity also. If you're not plugged into power, the microwave will not work and the power points will not work. Before we step in, I'll also show you we can connect this caravan directly to water, mains water. We attach that end to a hose, we turn and we plug this side into the side of the caravan here. We then turn the garden hose on and the water from the garden hose will head on into your caravan, and when you turn a tap on, the water will flow through the caravan and out the drain pipes, which I'm going to show you shortly. The caravan comes with a freshwater aqua roll, so if you don't have access to mains water, it comes with this wee plug-in water pump. It is a submersible water pump and you just fill that tank up with water, plug the water pump into the side of the caravan, and if you have a fully charged battery, when you turn a tap on, the water will go from that tank into the caravan, through the hot water cylinder, through the taps, and come out the back side of the caravan at the caravan's drains. Also, before we step in, this caravan has LPG on board. It can hold 2 9-kilo bottles in that front locker there. It comes with one. And as you can see, it's on. We need to turn our LPG bottle on there and there. That lets gas flow from this bottle into the caravan. When we travel, it's important to have that lever there off and the gas bottle tap off. So now we've got our mains plugged in, our water connected, and our gas turned on. When we head on inside the caravan, when I use the switch in there, it will work. I'll also say before we head on inside, the caravan has a leg on each corner, a stabiliser leg. You can see that bottom one there, that back one there is down. If we don't have one of those legs down, if I walked to the back of the caravan could do a wheelie. So we want to make sure we've got a leg down first. To put the leg down, we use this tool right here and you wind the legs down. Right, we're going to head on inside the caravan. The caravan is currently turned on, but I'm going to show you how I did that. We walk straight over to here, to the control board. We turn this switch on, and if I hit the volt button, you can see it's giving a good, healthy battery readout. We also want to turn the pump on. I've got that switch down. If you are using mains water, the mains water connection, you do not need to turn the pump on. But for this test, we have the plug-in submersible pump, so that needs to be on. So if the caravan is turned on, we can now go to our 12-volt lights and they will work. If you can't get a light to go, there are lots of little switches here, there and everywhere that override the other switches. So now our lights are working, our battery is charging. When I go to the tap, water, we go cold, swing it the other way, and hot water will start coming through. If we're running off the Caravan's mains pressure, remember you'll have more pressure coming through. Right, so that is water. If we want to heat our water, below this bunk here, the Caravan has a 230 volt and a gas hot water cylinder under there. Now we need to turn that on, and we head up to this area here. If we want to heat the water, we simply turn that on. That is if we're plugged into mains. You can see it's 230 volts there. The water heater will work just like a house water heater. You can leave that switch on. Next one here is our gas water heater. So if we want to heat the water off gas, you can turn the mains power off, set the temperature, turn that on there. We notice there's a green light, and we will hear a click from underneath the seat. That is the gas solenoid turning on. We want to make sure that that green light stays on. If it turns red, it means that you're either out of LPG, or there is air in the lines, or there is a fault with the system. So it's staying green. Now you can just leave that on, and it will turn on and off as required to keep your water at the temperature it's set there. The Caravan is equipped with gas cooking. Now these work just like a gas barbecue. We've got an igniter down here. We push, turn, that lets the gas through, and we hold that while we're hitting the igniter. Unfortunately, I can't do it because I'm holding the phone with the other hand. And your gas cooker will come to life. And the gas oven and grill works the same. This Caravan also has a 3-way fridge. We've got our fuel selection dial there and our temperature gauge there. If you're using this for permanent dwelling and it's plugged into power, we simply select the power function and the green light will come on. This fridge will now just cool down and work like a fridge at home, and you don't need to touch it. However, if you want to run the fridge off LPG, we select the next one up, which is flame. It is starting to ignite. If that light starts to flash, it means that the flame is either blown out or it hasn't ignited. You need to just simply turn it off and on again until that light stays lit completely. Room heating. This Caravan is fitted with a 230 volt or LPG room heating system. If we want to turn that on, we come back over to this wall here, and this control here is the electric room heating system. We must have that switched down. We set our temperature and we select 500 watt, 1000 watt, or 2000 watts worth of heating. My suggestion is if you're using that power adapter, we don't use it on a system, on 2000, we use it on 1000 max. And when the room is at temperature, of course, you've got your thermostat there to override it. There are more light switches here. They override the bathroom. So if you can't get your bathroom lights to go, there's some switches there. If you want to run the room heating on gas, we simply push this down, hold it down, and we will hear a ticking noise. Once the ticking noise is stopped, we can look for a flame down in the bottom here, and this little sight glass down here. It's very hard to see, so on a bright day, you'll be looking for a blue flame down there. We'll go down to windows and blinds. Of course, all your windows are fitted with fly screens, blackout blinds. You can lift up this bed, and underneath this bed, there's plenty of storage. That's the grey water tank. You can connect that up to catch the water from the back of the Caravan. Now we're going to swing to the left and we're going to go into our bathroom area. To use the shower, we simply, just like one at home, turn it on and off. We'll have hot and cold water. Same with here. Also a cassette toilet. So to use this toilet, we obviously lift up the lid. We flush first, let some water in there, open this little door here, do your business, flush again, then we close it. That lever must be in the closed position before you can remove the cassette tank on the outside. Now the Caravan is fitted with power touch motor movers. This cable here disconnects and folds away underneath that front locker there. When you want to use the motor movers in this model, you must plug them in like so. We grab this set of keys here and we take this red key. We unplug the mains here, and behind that you put that red key in, you turn it 90 degrees. We then grab our other handle here, and this is the motor movers engagement tool. We pop that on here, we turn it as hard as we can, and you'll notice that cog is pushing hard against the tyre. We can then release the Caravan's handbrake. We come to our motor movers, we hold down the two on buttons at the same time, and we can drive the Caravan forward and back using the motor movers. When we're finished, we disconnect, turn our red key off, and put the handbrake back on. So you should put the handbrake back on before you disconnect the motor movers. Now we're going to head round to emptying your cassette toilet. You'll notice around here we've got two locker doors, one on top of each other. If we get the key and open that, there's like a little spout. We fill this area up with fresh water, and that is your toilet flush water. When you flush the toilet, it goes into a tank and this lower door here. When you pull this out, this is how you remove your waste tank. It will not be able to be released unless that lever on the inside is in the locked position. Now I believe I've covered off everything. Thank you so much for watching.